I would put it on a bun. You could fit the pickles. You could put pickles in the pickles. You can fit the pickles in there. You can fit the pickles in there. Come on.
Some onions.
Pickle chicken sandwich. Take it away, John Frickin Smith.
Welcome to the rabbit hole,
How did we end up on that rabbit hole?
where all you knew is wrong. And rules are just suggestions,
I like the pipe.
made up as we go along.
Shut up, Corn.
Fuck you.
And who knows what you'll find here. Maybe heaven or your worst fears. Whatever it may be, it's yours to keep forever.
Just in time. You've entered a rabbit hole. Please go down further. Where there's philosophy hidden within stupidity.
My nipples are sweating.
What are they doing to that chicken?
They're punching holes in it. You know what?
Man,
I want to
fuck that.
teabag Hank Azaria. He can make weird noises.
You're fucking weird.
You guys are horrible.
Bunyan rings? Like, I wouldn't eat those.
What the fuck? Hey,
Even if it was Paul Bunyan themed, like, you know what I mean?
Anyone-
Like flannel onion rings or something like that. Be like, yeah, I had a heart attack. Fuck you.
it's a sunshiny day.
Yeah. Fat people need love, too. Oh, man. Somewhere out there's a version of me that's not awkward and quiet. Who probably knows nothing about movies. And has a girlfriend. But for now, you are just in time. We are the J&T Baggers. DJ Van Nielsen, once again joined by,
Norman Blunts.
and yeah. See, it's only been a few weeks this time. We're
We're getting back into the schedule of things.
yeah. We're recording on a Monday for the first time in like years.
Yeah, since the beginning, pretty much. Until it's all this time.
And we are here for another late review.
Some movies suck and some are great, but our reviews are always late reviews with the boys from Just in Time.
You know, in another world, there might be like
A review of lateness.
multiple reviews all throughout a different section.
Yeah, Blunt Norman. It's just a universe where everything is reversed. Nilsson Van DJ.
Right is left, left is right. Up is down, down's up.
Yeah. But you know who'd be a Nexus being in every universe? Mr. John Frickin Smith. As would that beautiful song, Yours to Keep, that you heard at the beginning. And the late review song that you just heard like 30 seconds ago. Haha. You can find the song, though, at johnfrickinsmith.com, along with the rest of the album. Songs of the Great Collapse. And in this episode, Universes Collapse. Well, you've clicked on the title. You know what it is. Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness.
And this is what it's like when worlds collide.
Holy shit. Now, we haven't done a Marvel late review in a while, although Corn and I did see some. I'll give you the skinny on those since we were keeping up with the Marvel movies last year for the most part. Shang-Chi, I think we gave it like a 4.5 out of 10. I guess if we were to put it on a scale. We did Black Widow. No Way Home. Eternals, 3 out of 10. No Way Home. You know what? I'm going to go with a 9.5. I don't know if you'd give that same census on that one.
Well, the real question is, what was wrong with it?
Well, nothing's perfect. You still had that fucking lizard.
9.5.
You see? But we'll get into the Doctor Strange score in a bit. First off, Korn should be here for this one. Hell, he should have been here I've said that so many times. any theater experience involves at least Korn and myself. That's a nexus thing. Like that is an absolute point. And for the last couple Marvel ones, Rook has actually joined us. They've been tentpole events, so that makes sense.
Korn's like the drunk dad that never shows up to pick up their kid.
Yeah, you sit there waiting for the call. Every car you see go by, you're like, oh, is that them? Nope. Yeah. But he does show up when it comes to the movies. That's what's weird.
It's the only thing he shows up for.
So let's be real. The first big thing before we even got into the theater, Korn's sister met up with us, I guess. Yeah, in the parking lot, and her old man. That wasn't a problem. I didn't give a fuck. But it was the reason that makes it funny. Not funny, but slightly funny because Korn went to pre-order the tickets, aka make a doctor's appointment. Yes, I just paused for laughter. So, woo! Yeah. I just realized that there is an extension on the distance between us now. Yeah, you see why I was considering the moving blankets in the table?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a fucking stretch.
Yeah, it is.
How would we have fit?
But is it not comfortable?
Yeah, on my ass.
I was going to say the foam mattress topper, does it not make a difference?
I haven't hit fucking wood.
Well, hopefully you don't.
No, the fucking
Oh, like the old one?
Yeah, it was just after a while because, dude,
it was even that one. It's only like what that was only 6 inches thick. That one.
We sit here for a while typically before podcasting, so no matter what the foam is, if there's something like no matter what, if there's something after a while, you're just gonna sit on it. It's kind of like a lawn chair with the pillows.
Yeah.
Like when you first sit on it, it's like, oh, this is comfy. And then 20 minutes of sitting there, you're like, dude, my ass is on bars.
So Gordon, So Gordon pre-ordered the tickets, but I guess something happened where he didn't think it went through, or it told him it didn't go through. So he put it through again, and then found out he got double charged and bought multiple tickets, like 6 tickets. Which I'm glad I told him I would give him. I told him I would give him the cash. I didn't know he was going to buy that many tickets. I think I gave him just about enough though to help kind of reimburse him a bit on that one, even for the extra there.
I just paid him for the one ticket. Fuck him.
That's why I was on him about fucking. Well, to be honest, Rook, you don't show up for every movie trip. So usually, if we're bugging you to go, you don't have to pay for anything. That's one of those like, no, we're inviting you. You're part of the ship, part of the crew.
No, I only did it mainly because.
But that's also why I bugged Korn to go get us some damn sodas. But so Korn gets the double charge, so he gives a couple tickets to his sister and her old lady, or is it her old man, which is cool because she's a mom. That'll come up later. So we get into the theater. The couple sits up, a couple rows ahead of us. And we get there nice and early. I didn't realize we were there for about 15 minutes before the preview started.
Yeah.
Which is cool because we got to pick our seats. And at this particular local Regal, some of the theater rooms have the little table attached to the cup holders, so you can actually, feel like a true fat ass when you're munching down on your munch eyes. And all we wanted, we didn't even want snacks. We just bugged Korn to go get us sodas.
Pepsi.
To be fair, Korn usually pre-games different than he did this time. This time we just smoked weed in the parking lot.
I don't think he wanted to be all drunk and shit around his sister.
Yeah, because usually he's like 3 or 4 of those damn fireball shots. And that's usually the specific one for the movies. For some reason, Fireball makes movies better for Korn.
Yeah, no, fuck him, dude. Because when we talked about it, I was like, hey, are you actually like fucking, or are we going to Doctor Strange? He's like, yeah, I'm definitely for sure going. I was like, okay, well, anyways, we wound up meeting up. But right before meeting up, I tell him, I'm like, all right, I'll pay for the ticket. How much is it? He's like, $13.50 exactly. I was like, what the fuck is that supposed to mean? What, if I give you 14, you're gonna give me 50 cents change? He's like, yeah, I got quarters. So I'm like, no, fuck you, dude. So I went to the corner store and pulled out 14 exactly. As we were on the way over here, I hand him the 14 and I'm like, here you go, dude, 14. I want my 2 quarters back. He's like, oh, no problem. And he goes into his little side compartment. And he's like a fucking bank teller at this point. He's like, there you go.
Fucker.
Yeah. No way in fuck you.
I should have told him,
like,
if I'd have known that, I would have been like, all right, give me $13.50 back. So I gave him 60 because I figured he could use it on snacks and shit too. That's why I was like, get us some fucking sodas.
some bitch.
So we were harassing Corn like for a good 10 minutes. Like, dude, just go get us some Pepsis. The reason I even brought up the Fireball thing is just because it's usually drunk Corn that as soon as the previews start, he's just like, bing, I need to go to the snack bar now.
I need snacks and take a piss.
Yeah. And he's quick. I'll give him that. He pisses quick. He washes his hands. He gets the snacks. Because right when the previews start, for some reason, that's when all the lines are low and he darts in there. He's good. He's really good at that. That's why he's the man. And that's why we were like looking to him.
He's staying the snack man.
Yeah. But he wasn't drunk. So he wasn't as enthusiastic about it.
No, he was fucking like upset.
Why you guys just want me to go get sodas, man? That's all you guys want. I don't even want anything. Like, dude,
well, fuck you.
You're usually the one that hit it. Yeah, but I didn't drink. You motherfucker. That's the only time I've ever been mad that Corn was sober. Like, you son of a bitch. This is supposed to be your time right now. This is when you really, truly shine. Like, you got the tickets. That was awesome. But now we just need you to go a little bit further. We're not even asking for snacks. I could be a real ass and be like, give me some nachos. And some lemon
heads. They gotta make that. And they gotta find the one box they got left of lemon heads.
But no, we just like, no, they still got fountain drinks. Get us a couple of Pepsis, man. Small Pepsis. Come on, guy. Finally, Corn gets up to go get the Pepsis. And as soon as he's 2 steps into the fucking aisle, his sister gets up and yells for him. Now, in that moment, I don't know what you were thinking, but I thought she was going to add to the list of things to get from the snack bar. And so you did think that.
I thought the same thing.
You and I were on the same wavelength, and we both start cracking up. I knew we both started laughing. I just had to make sure that we were both
100%.
laughing at the same thing. Because we had finally convinced him to get up. And as soon as he was about to head out,
he's like, oh, Corn, fuck, what now?
Even seeing him turn around was like, oh my gosh, she's about to tell him to go get actual snacks. Instead, she comes up and reveals that the one thing that usually is a kind of a mom stereotype, she got snacks. I don't know how she fit all this shit in that tiny bag. I remember her showing it off in the parking lot, and then I completely forgot about it.
But her backpack is like one of those, cutesy little girl style, like not girl, but like woman style, like
it doesn't look. It's a backpack purse, pretty much. Like that's
This thing held. Dude, I ate the fuck out of it. That was a shareable size Tolly gummy worms. Not anymore. I ate the whole fucking bag.
I ate so many of those fucking the sour Twizzlers.
Dude, fucking pockets full of those.
She just came and like blessed the hell out of and
then like, gave him a fucking Arizona.
Okay, this is what was fucked up because she is a mom and we know that and shit, but fucking we're sitting there with these goddamn tables on our chairs, and she just comes up and starts dropping snacks on our tables
like little high chairs. We're grown-ass men in high chairs, and she's feeding us
fucking candy up the wazoo. And then she busts out this is where she tripped me out, because she busted out a fucking Arizona ice.
Yeah, like that's the thing. She was like, well, I got raspberry and like fucking something else. I think it was like lemonade or something. And she's like, I don't know if one of you guys want one of these. And Corner at that point was like, yeah, fuck it, I'll just take it. Like,
I'm not gonna get a soda for myself. I might as well take. And
drink this fucking
that further
tea.
guilted him to go get the soda. It's like, dude, you got a fucking Arizona. I'm not about to split in Arizona with you.
three guys. Like, I'm not gonna shake this shit and then just, hey guys.
So I can't lie. That shit had me like so hyped for the movie already in that moment. Like, okay, we just had a great fucking moment.
I don't
It
even
was a
know where she bought that
misunderstanding.
bag.
I
Because I've been looking for that big ass bag of Charlie Sour gummy worms since, because that's how I like. Dude, oh come on!
Gummy worms are delicious. They don't have them at Walmart.
I don't fucking know.
Did you check
Every
Smart and
time I
Final?
look at Walmart, I find the big ass bags of Haribo gummy bears, and I stop. I'm
check
like, that's good.
Check Smart and Final. They might have some. I know they got quite a bit of bulk stuff there.
Yeah,
It's not nice enough for a Costco or a
they're
Sam's
fucking
Club.
trying.
They are trying. They want to be Temecula so bad.
They really do.
Only problem is Temecula cops actually get rid of the homeless.
Yeah, I saw that on Winchester. I was like, this is fucked. Like, he actually, okay. The dude had a tent set up and everything. And the cop came out. I was like, no, move your shit. Get the fuck out of here. Nope, go somewhere else. Go somewhere else or go to jail.
So then we get out of the movie. I'm not even going to go hardcore into spoilers. You've either seen it or you haven't. Basic synopsis. There's a girl with powerful abilities. She can pretty much multiverse hop almost on a whim. Well, eventually, I guess, on a whim, but she has a power that she can travel between different multi-universes. Starts off like right off in the action, too. An alternate Doctor Strange being chased by some monster thing.
Dude, it was Mexican Strange with a long ass ponytail.
He wasn't Mexican.
He was some sort of.
He just spoke Spanish. She even said like the other, pretty much, she said that the main 616 now, Doctor Strange was the only one she met that didn't speak Spanish.
Oh, that's fucked.
Or that didn't know
Yeah.
Spanish, yeah. Which, okay, here's my question. She's from a universe that's not anything like any Earth or anything like that, right?
Right.
Even in the comics. How does she get a name like America? How does she get such earthly names? America Chavez.
They didn't think that shit through.
Like Guardians of the Galaxy. Nobody had a weird name, or nobody had a normal name except Peter Quill.
Drax.
Gamora. Nebula. That's an English word, I guess. Or a word.
And she kind of looks like a star, I guess, in that sense, when
Yeah.
you look at the way that she was done. But Rocket, I mean, that's English, but
Yeah.
that can transfer so many times if you think of like
Groot.
Groot makes sense.
Xandar. Any of the people on Xandar, they all had weird names. I'm just saying, like,
Yeah, it does. That, like that
how
doesn't
does
make
she
much
end
sense.
with an American flag and a star on her jacket?
I mean, did she like pick her name?
I don't think so. I think her mom's named her. And where did they get that? Like, did they have the same ability to travel between universes? Because then that would make sense. They went to some version of Earth. Weird.
That's gonna be interesting how that progresses.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. There's a lot of nerdy implications by the end of this movie. I'll say that. No. But yeah, so she enlists the help of our main 616, as I'll just refer to it, because it's movie canon now that it's actually 616 designation, which makes all the comic book nerds a little bit mad, I think. It's like, no, this is the main universe, the comics. Your shit's just alternates. It's an alternate 616. Fuck off. Yeah, you think the grand scale of the universe doesn't have its own alternate? That's what it's all about, buddy. That's what it's all
Multiverse.
about. In this universe, the movies are the canon, and the comics don't exist. They're getting close.
They're trying to cram that shit out quick. They're like, we don't need to tell stories through paper anymore.
Yeah.
Are you fucking kidding me? And it's like, dude,
When's the last time paper made you fucking $1 billion?
the whole thing. It all started with a book.
Yeah, but a lot of those originators, those original artists and shit, they're not getting paid for
Oh,
their shit being ripped off.
fuck no.
Their imagery. And I get it, they were working for a company. But still.
You would think like nowadays we would be progressive enough to go back and give people rights for shit from back then. Just no, fuck y'all.
Like there could at least be some kind of royalties. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like some kind of like, okay, this shit actually led to a massive fucking movie.
And you all fucked him in his contract.
Yeah.
So no, fuck that.
But we've digressed heavily. So our Doctor Strange goes to try to help her. Spoiler alert, it turns out that these monsters that have been chasing after this America are controlled by none other than the visionless Wanda.
Okay, yeah, here's another spoiler. Vision don't come back. What the fuck happened there?
White Vision doesn't come around at all.
White Vision doesn't come around.
And in the alternate universe, there's no Vision. Or I don't know, they don't show Vision. I'll just say it that much. He doesn't seem to be in the picture. She's not wearing a wedding ring. Yes, that was pointed out by nerds.
But dude, they don't reference pretty much him outside of her blasting him in the fucking head.
Yeah. Not even a flashback. Just like, nope, Paul Bettany's where we draw the line in this movie. It's already a movie about a man. We can't bring a synthezoid in this thing.
I mean, does he have like one of those situations he only has one movie left on the contract? And he couldn't do that one, so they could wind up putting him in something.
I mean, he is getting kind of old.
I mean, he's a character, though.
Yeah, he is.
Vision, they're just going to de-age his ass constantly. So
yeah, there's already CGI involved with the face, so you might as well just add a little more to the uncanny valley. It's getting creepy. Squeeze it all out while Paul Bettany's still going. It's fucked up.
They need to.
But yeah, that was like one of my gripes with this particular movie. Now, I can accept that the Darkhold was corrupting Wanda, I guess you could say. And she was shown reading it at the end of WandaVision. But you know what the real gripe is that and I can't even claim it as my own, but I just don't remember where I heard it. Fucking it's something that I did also fucking. She heard her kids' voices at the end of WandaVision, right? When she was reading the Darkhold.
Yeah.
What were her children saying? Mom, help. Like they were in danger. I thought that was the reason she was going to be multiverse hopping. Or doing whatever shenanigans she was going to do. I thought it was to save the kids. Those kids were never in danger until she busted into the door. That was one gripe. As far as kind of disrespecting the WandaVision story arc that she went through. Which was accepting that those kids weren't real.
Yeah, because they made the movie complete in a weird way. They made it opposite. They made it seem like she knew for a fact
that they
were
existed,
real.
yeah.
And it's
that
like,
it was just a matter of going to a different. Well, I mean, she was right. It was just a matter of going to another universe and finding them.
'Cause, I mean, eventually they're gonna have to show the fucking universe where those two become actual superheroes.
Oh, they will. Wiccan and Speed. Hell, Marvel could be. Okay, this sounded fucked up, but Marvel could be grooming those kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it
Because
would
let's be real,
explain a
they
lot
look
with
like they're
everything getting
fucking.
younger.
They look like they're 9, 10. They could be fucking 12, 13, 14. Like, they could be just a year or two away from puberty and fucking being able to be like young Avengers.
Yeah, especially if they're gonna have freaking Ironheart come in.
And they've already been shown to age quickly. So it could even be a recast situation. But I think at this point, now that you've put the kids in a show and a movie, you kind of got to let those little fuckers grow up now. It sounds a little bad, but like now their faces are familiar as those children.
And honestly, I understand being a whiny kid, dude, but fuck.
No, there's a witch.
They put those kids like overboard.
Yeah, yeah. You know what they reminded me of? Fucking annoying ass goddamn Charlie on the first Santa Claus movie. Have you watched that movie as an adult? I know you have.
Yeah.
That kid's voice gets more annoying the older you get.
Dude, and the thing that
Tim
sucks
Allen
is it's
still
a
rocks, though.
staple.
Huh?
The thing that sucks in that one is it's a staple of Christmas.
Yeah, I know the feeling. I can't go a Christmas season without watching that movie. We might have to do a late review this year for that one later on, you know, that because that is one of my, that's like you said, a staple. That is one of those, like, that's a top tier must watch. I don't think I have 25 Christmas movies that I actually need to watch, but that's certainly one that that's one of those ones, that and a good cup of cocoa. That's a winter wonderland. Speaking of a winter wonderland, Wundagore Mountain.
What?
The mountain that they went up to, the snowy mountain. Winter wonderland. God damn it, I tried to segue and you just killed it. That was a perfect segue from Christmas back to the movie. I just did it in a weird. It was Mount Wundagore or Wundagore Mountain. It's from the comics, the name. But fucking yeah. Okay, let's just talk about the real shit. Wanda was a goddamn beast in this movie.
Okay, so they made her. Okay, for most people, they're gonna feel like, oh, she's overpowered. No, they made her
Underpowered.
Yes, she still has more power.
She hasn't changed reality altogether yet. Elizabeth Olsen has said over and over again that she wants to whisper those words. You know the words.
And scene. Because that's one of those situations, dude, I already wanted this. I thought that was what was going to happen.
Yeah. The words she said in that movie were so much more fucked up. Not more fucked up, but they were... Okay, this is supposed to be the PG-13, you know? People bring kids to these movies. Granted, there were some loud-ass teenagers in front of us, but they shut the fuck up as soon as the movie started, so I was kind of glad that...
In parts.
Yeah, other parts they didn't... Hey, when I started clapping, they started clapping. They know what happens. When nerds start clapping, that means something special's happening.
I want to kick him in the fucking face.
But, yeah, Wanda fucked shit up, though. She killed, like, a lot of wizards.
She killed not just wizards. She killed icons. She didn't care.
I'm going chronologically. She killed wizards.
That was crazy as shit, too, though. Her way of getting in of just...
when she gets trapped in the mirror dimension and then realizes, like, that, you know what that reminded me of somewhat? It was of that first Divergent movie. There was, like, you know, a part where she, you know what I mean? Weird. But fucking, yeah, she uses the reflections to get out, and it was one of the creepiest things, like, for a Marvel movie. Like, I didn't hear many small children in that theater. It seemed like a lot of just nerds and teenagers. Nerdy teenagers probably too, but we had the annoying ones in front of us. But Yeah, she came out like fucking chick from The Ring. Out of a goddamn gong, wasn't it?
Yeah, that show was crazy.
She was closing doors automatically. Like, she instantly had control of that situation, and that was pretty creepy. And no, I don't think it's OP because she was fucking. She's already said she doesn't require incantations or anything like that to use magic. It means it's instinctual. That much was at least honored. It was established on WandaVision. You know, her stopping the bomb possibly or whatever showed that there was an instinctual magic in her all along. Get it? So all the kills that she got in this movie were like earned for me. Like, you know what I mean? There was no point where I was like, how the fuck is she just able to do that? It's chaos magic. It's literally just defensive and offensive. Oh, offensive. So her plan is to steal America's power and use it to get her own babies
Find the perfect universe where
they exist. Kill that universe's Wanda. Which, based on the trailers and shit, I kind of was expecting to see a Wanda versus Wanda fight.
I mean, it did it with Vision.
Yeah. Yeah. We didn't quite get that, but she well, eventually Strange when America come in front of the Illuminati. Well, Strange does. And let's be real, this was the scene everybody was waiting for. They had shown in the trailers, and well, rather you had heard in the trailers that Patrick Stewart was returning as Professor X. And they even showed a glimpse of the yellow chair. Well, they brought it right to live action. The most famous X-Men cartoon. They brought him in dressed as that universe style.
It's fucking awesome.
Joined by Black Bolt, who I'm not going to dick rat at all. An Inhuman. I know we're getting to it.
Right back to him in just a second.
Yeah. And joined by Maria Rambeau, Captain Marvel. Have you watched Captain Marvel yet?
Yeah.
Okay. So you did recognize her then.
Yeah.
Right.
That was actually pretty cool.
You watched it after watching WandaVision,
right? Captain Marvel, yes.
Yeah, okay. So, well, now does Monica Rambeau make a little more sense now?
Oh, yeah, a lot more. I mean, since then...
It's like,
yes.
Okay, yeah. She's a little girl grown up. It's cool. Actually, that's one thing I did like that came out of there. But, yeah, Maria Rambeau, Captain Marvel, which I thought was pretty awesome.
The fan chosen.
Okay, well, there was also Baron Mordo, who was Sorcerer Supreme in his universe, because that universe's Doctor Strange did some twisted shit.
Oh,
But
yeah.
All saying the Darkhold's just a bad thing and it corrupts whoever reads it, you know? But, yeah, the fan casting of a lifetime. Not a lifetime, but one of the best fan casting ever.
That actually came to fruition.
Yeah. Like, and I mean, this is one that when I first saw pictures of it, like on the internet with whoever had photoshopped his face onto that uniform, I was like, holy shit, that actually looks like it would work. And they had grayed his hair and shit, and it was like, dude, you might be onto something there. John fucking Krasinski. That's right. If your first name's John, you're getting a fucking or a freaking. Thanks, Mr. Smith. John fucking Krasinski. In the flesh as goddamn Mr. fucking Fantastic.
Now, I don't know where to go from here.
He didn't get much time. Okay, we have to go into spoiler on this one.
Krasinski has like...
Now give a moment. If you don't want to hear any like hard spoilers, because so far that's the biggest spoiler, one of the biggest spoilers. But what happens next, I truly would say, if you're one of those people, honestly, if you're one of those people, I would assume by now you've watched it. And if you're just listening to this, I would assume you probably watched it or have no intention of watching it and are just being nice to us and listening and just like, hey. So that's what you guys think about that. Okay, spoiler warning over.
Dude, I don't know whose death I fucking hated.
First off, they all fucked up because he warned him she is coming and she's pissed. She's on a fucking blind fury. Literally, she has no vision and she can't see the truth. And she's controlling. That was a cool ability of the Darkhold or whatever for her to dream walk, I think they called it.
Yeah.
Controlling that universe's Wanda. Killing Lord knows how many Ultron bots. I mean, they must have had thousands of them. She probably killed them all at once. Picturing Luke on fucking Mandalorian, but like times a million. They didn't even show that. They just showed her walking in. And they just said, we don't care about you, little witch. We can take care of her.
We took care of Thanos.
Oh my God, I forgot one of the members. Captain Carter.
Oh, yeah.
Now, you haven't watched What If yet, but she's like the first episode. My gripe, this is one of my gripes with that. The whole point of Captain America, right? And I mean, realistically, all they did was, or at least for What If, they just changed it to what if she got into the thing instead of Steve. Now, from what you remember from Captain America, what did it do to Captain America? That capsule, that whole process.
Well, he went from being like 5'5" to like 6, whatever Chris Evans is.
And buff.
Like 240 of just muscle.
Now, in What If, they did it the exact same way. She grew from the petite little woman that you recognize as Haley Atwell to a big butch version of her who was big and tall and buff and tough and rough and stuff. Yeah, I had to get that out. Live action. I mean, I get it. You can do CGI, which probably would have looked worse. But Haley Atwell did not just magically grow or get buff. Like, not either of them. She could actually get buff. But she's not going to magically grow taller. Although it still was, let's be real, it was still cute, though. I'm not going to lie. Her as Captain, you know what I mean? It works still a little bit, but I'm just saying that was my one gripe. Was like, I get it. You can't have Haley Atwell and a buff Captain Carter. Yeah, if they had thought about it back then, but you know, what can you do now? Plus, they would have had to CGI her small and petite if they got like, you know, an actual like big buff bitch that I'd be scared of. Okay, let's get into the nitty-gritty now, because Wanda comes into this Illuminati ready for action. And I mean instantly. Mr. Fantastic fucked up. Let's be real. He threatened her the wrong way. What'd he say? Black Bolt can kill you with a word from his mouth or a whisper from his mouth.
A whisper from his mouth.
And this bitch had the audacity, the gall, to look this man straight in his eyes and say, "What mouth?" And just like the Matrix, this man had no mouth. And I can understand the panic that he probably felt. But he very quickly made the mistake of screaming into his own mouth, blowing out the back of his goddamn head. Now, they didn't show blood and guts like brains coming out. They just showed his helmet fucking like sink in or whatever, his mask.
It was fucking, his mask went up and then came back down. Like, you could see where it like exploded.
Yeah, he got,
dude,
he blew his own shit out.
Most violent fucking kill
on any Marvel movie.
Yeah, it goes to Wanda on damn near any fucking thing I can think of. That
no, none
like,
of them were
superhero wise. Like, holy shit.
No, yeah, like, okay, Thanos getting decapitated. That was pretty intense. I'm not gonna lie. That was cool. That was one of the most shocking ones at that time. But he was also a purple lizard guy, you know what I mean? He wasn't a human guy. Or an inhuman. But Black Bull, he looked like a dude.
And he got killed like a dude.
Like, oh my God.
And then fucking dude. So after that, he's
Mr. Fantastic. I mean, it's funny because he's always been compared to spaghetti. You know, just for the stretchy powers.
He gets turned into goddamn noodles.
Instantly. Pop ramen. Get it? Because, you know, when she got to the head, she just... I mean, it was a magic pop. It wasn't a blood pop, but you know what the fuck happened. She disintegrated him from head to toe, shredding him in the process. He became, you know what he became? Mozzarella cheese. Remember how you used to string up your string cheese? I mean, that's still a thing. Cheese heads exist. How delicious. I'm a fat ass. That brings me back to that stuffed crust thing we were talking about earlier.
Who dies next?
Ah.
Because the next one that stands out to me, I don't think dies until the last one.
To be honest, in chronological order, I don't quite remember if it was one of the ladies or the professor. But let's just whichever one feels right. It doesn't matter which one.
The professor's actually last.
Might be.
Because Captain Carter gets...
She gets...
She get halved.
Yeah. I mean, she tried to put up a good fight, and you know what? I won't lie. That was the scene where I was like, okay, I actually, I'm digging that. When right before she died, when she, you know, she's bleeding out the mouth, and haven't you had enough? I can do this all day. But then she like couldn't. She could bleed all day. That's probably more accurate. Not live through it, but you know, just empty. Oh God. Captain Marvel, I don't even know how she killed. She just like dropped a thing on her.
Yeah, I don't...
That shouldn't have been... I think she somehow sucked away her powers or something. I don't know what the hell happened there, but she
was done quick.
Yeah. She didn't get to... with all her power, and I mean, the white Captain Marvel's like way overpowered and can kick Thor's ass.
Okay, the one thing that I didn't like about this movie is they did not make any suggestions to the original Avengers, like, pretty much at all.
What? Or wait, to like the 616 Avengers?
Yeah.
They didn't... What? They didn't call any? Or they didn't make any mention?
They weren't, like, trying to mention them.
They mentioned it at the beginning. When he was talking to her when she still had the trees up. Which that scene was cool because he shows up and she's thinking he's there to talk about Westview, and then finds out he's looking for America. And well, no, he didn't say her name. That's how he caught her because she knew her name. Forgot about that, but that's what made that a good scene actually. What the fuck else were we talking about? There was something that brought me to that for some reason. Now I'm forgetting.
Oh. Well, I mean, no, final death.
Well, yeah. So Professor X goes into her mind, and he finds the original Wanda. Not realizing that the Scarlet Witch is in there. And like a fucking nightmare, she pops up behind him. I'm pretty sure she not only broke his neck, but like ripped him. She ripped something.
See, when she popped up behind him, that's when I thought she was going to utter the line, "No more mutants."
Yeah, I was expecting that too. At some point, at least.
And then just...
Yeah. No, she went right for the kill. Which was fucking scary. That was creepy as hell. God damn. That's what actually made me enjoy the movie, though, too, because it was just like, okay, when she's on that kind of a rampage, using the chaos magic to the fullest, or at least somewhere close to the fullest, she can really fucking rampage.
Like that's the thing. I truly believe that if she wanted to, she would have killed Thanos, no problem.
Oh yeah, she was damn near killing him in Endgame when she's like, the only reason she didn't kill him was because she was using half her concentration to kill Vision, and then she was in too much grief to even try to fight him after he reverse Uno'd her. But when she came back, when she undid, because remember she got dusted too in Infinity War. Well, when she got undusted though, she was kicking his ass. She was like ripping his armor off and shit, like disintegrating his armor. She was the reason why he called the rain fire or whatever and made them just start firing on their own troops and shit. She accelerated the plot with her anger. So yeah, that was that was probably my favorite scene in the whole movie. Not only because the cameos were awesome, but because of the kills. Sam fucking Raimi. Getting to do it again. That was good.
Dude, honestly though, that movie did seem like it took a lot longer than it actually is.
Yeah, it's only like 2 hours.
I think it was even 2 hours?
Yeah, I think it was slightly over 2 hours, like maybe 2 hours and 1 minute or some shit like that. It was
Okay.
really, they kept it really tight, and a lot of story happened in that short amount of time.
Dude, it felt like days. Not in
Yeah.
a bad way. It just is. That's
There
one
was a lot of
movie
movie.
Yes.
There was a lot of movie. Like it was an adventure. Because I mean, it started with a whole fight on Earth before they even went multiverse hopping. Then they were, there was some multiverse hopping and trying to get the Book of Ashanti or whatever.
And this one does have
And Doctor Strange fighting another Doctor Strange who has a third eye.
I kind of dug the musical notes.
Yeah, that was pretty badass. It was different. It was, you know what I mean? It's nice to see Doctor Strange using something a little different and a little something funny, I guess. Sam Raimi is good at getting comedy and horror elements, usually. Of course, the real creme de la creme moment was when Wanda has America on that little table or whatever, and she's sucking her power out or whatever, and Mr. Doctor Strange, who's already in a different universe other than the main one that Wanda's retreated to with her America, uses the body of the dead Strange that had fallen into the main universe, the 616, reanimates it via dream walk, then masters the spirits of the damned and turns them into his cloak to fly up to the mountain. Like they had shown Zombie Strange in the previews, but nobody saw that coming. Every theory, and I watched a lot. That's part of the YouTube history at times. They were all saying, like, you know what I mean? Like, somehow it's just an alternate universe, or they had called that it was the ponytail guy because they saw the ponytail, but they didn't know why he was suddenly a zombie. And that was not, yeah, that was good. That was creative. I liked that. Use the dead Strange, use the spirits of the damned, or the souls of the damned. That probably rolls off the tongue better. And yeah, gives an inspirational speech as a zombie. You gotta believe in yourself. And then America punches punches holes in the multiverse, which that was cool, I guess. The visually the movie was pretty fucking badass.
Oh, that shit was awesome as fuck. At one point, they're paint.
Yeah, I do wish there would have been more of that, like a little bit more, not so much the paint universe specifically, but more time spent in some of the alternate universes.
Like they could have easily done an animation one. Easily.
Yeah. But it was fucking, it was still visually, it was fun. Bruce Campbell makes an appearance because Bruce Campbell and Sam Raimi, hand in hand. Hand in hand, remember? Yeah. Bruce Campbell had to punch himself in the face. That's all I'm saying. Our pizza balls apparently are a real thing. And I don't know how I feel about that. I've never had it. I've had popcorn balls. You've had popcorn balls.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
I think they sell popcorn balls at the movies too. I don't know though. It's been a while since I've really looked at what they've got back on the menu. But yeah, this is where the big gripe comes in kind of too, is the thing that stops Wanda. First off, let's rewind for a second. When she takes over that Wanda, she comes in like a ghost. And it seems like that alternate Wanda could feel the presence. Or feel something, you know what I mean? Some kind of disturbance. So that was a little bit of a horror element in itself. Like she was like some kind of hollow man, evil spirit or something. That was cool. I enjoyed that. But yeah, it's when the kids from that same universe see her coming in, see her choking out fucking America. Get it? She's got America in a stranglehold. It's all a metaphor for the real life country. Free America.
The Reds are
Do not take America's power. Especially not giving it to a fucking Sokovian. Whatever that means.
Yeah, like damn, it seems so like mean.
Can you be racist against a fictional race? Like I fucking hate Klingons, man.
Fuck Latvians. Victor Von Doom's a piece of shit.
I would have never voted for his bitch ass or let his family rule anything. None of that shit.
Fucking dumb dictatorships.
Take that fucking castle and burn it to the ground. Who lives in a castle still? It's 2022, bitch. You need a mansion.
You need something with heating.
Oh man, if it's an old enough castle, man, like you don't even have real shitters.
It's just like poop out a window.
Yeah. Oh man. But so yeah, the kids see her choking out America and they get all scared of her and call her a witch. And first she like tries to, I guess, convince them that she's not going to hurt them, even though she just blasted their mom into a fucking bookshelf or something like that.
Yeah, it's let me punch your real mom out and I'm a lookalike of your mom.
Yeah.
Let's see if you're okay with this.
Yeah, and she scares the kids and they don't want to love her. So she's just like, oh, I can't kidnap these children because I can only kidnap willing children of mine from alternate universes, and these kids are scared shitless. Huh. You think maybe I've been going about this all wrong? Maybe I should just, appreciate that I had a little dream world of my own with my little babies and they grew up all fast. Like, remember, but you were only pregnant for like a day. You didn't actually have to deal with the hardcore. I'm just saying.
In the second she wanted him to age, boom.
Yeah. And then when she didn't want him to age at one point, boom. Which, considering those boys were that age in that alternate universe, like if they had been born naturally and not magically or whatever, like, you know what I mean? Like they wouldn't be that old. They'd be babies. Toddlers at best. WandaVision was only a year ago. And it took place seconds before Multiverse of Madness, apparently. You know what I mean? Maybe a couple of months, tops. How long does it take to read a Book of the Damned? Probably not that long.
Not if you're fucking hammering it out like she was.
Yeah, with your such a fucking cheater. Doctor Strange was a cheater too. He got to do that shit while he was sleeping. I wish I could do that. Astral project and read books. Well, I guess audiobooks are like the perfect thing. Speaking of that, we are not sponsored by Audible. Gotcha.
And fuck them. They keep trying to charge me for some shit and I don't get it.
We're on Audible.
That's not why they're charging me.
No, I know.
Don't worry, people.
But
Spend your credits on us.
yeah, the age thing with the kids, that throws me off. Them just whining to get her to stop and see the light or whatever was weird.
That's pretty much how she gets beat.
And the other Wanda forgiving her and not like trying to go toe to toe. Well, maybe she realized she couldn't go toe to toe since she just got puppeted by her. So I guess I'd be reluctant to. Like, no, she's not only been inside your head, she's locked you in your own head. She's obviously a formidable. Yeah, and then Wanda sees the light. She tears down the mountain temple.
Which she ain't dead, people.
Oh, fuck no. If you don't see a body,
That's
she
her
ain't
own
dead.
prison right there for what she's done.
Yep. She might have siphoned off just enough of America's powers to be able to multiverse hop on her own. I never even really thought about that.
See, if it doesn't stray too far from the comics, she pretty much gets found on an island at one point by Magneto because something very similar happens. She loses the kids or whatever and pretty much wants to recreate them and does that on an island instead of a town.
Yeah.
And yeah, that leads to the whole no more mutants.
Yeah, that, goddamn. A lot of implications. Doctor Strange gets his own third eye in the end, and Charlize Theron officially joins the Marvel Universe. Which I think that's kind of cool. You know why? She's like the perfect age to be Doctor Strange's boo thing. Oh, one nerdy love line that you can't really use on your wife unless she's seen the movie. Because otherwise you just sound like an asshole. I love you in every universe. It just won't work. I would like to think, though, that like all the team members of the people she killed in that Illuminati think that it was just regular Wanda from their universe that killed all their buddies. And they just go and just like give her the old school witch treatment.
You're gonna burn this bitch at the stake.
And her devil spawned babies. I mean, the X-Men are known for some fucked up shit, so you know what I mean? They'd get pretty... They'd get pretty... Damn. I'm not going to do the other piece. No, the thing that happens in between. Some shit like that. I'd have to listen to it again. I'd have to whistle it probably, but I don't feel like whistling. But yeah, there's, you know, it was. I enjoyed it for what it was, though. It was a fun little ride. It was a fun theater experience.
It's a cool ass movie too, though. It was a good ass movie.
Yeah, I liked the horror elements. I liked that Sam Raimi got to play with some Marvel characters again. You know, we're talking like we just saw Tobey Maguire in theaters as Spider-Man for the first time in almost over 15 years. I think 07 was the last one. So yeah, 15 years almost exactly. And then finally gets to suit up again. We just saw that, and the guy that directed his movies makes fucking Doctor Strange sequel. There's something poetic about that. That's all I'm saying.
Childhood coming around circle.
Yeah. And that's what had me hyped for the movie. Now, did it quite live up to the hype of its title? I won't say quite.
Nah.
Because it was really hyped up. And when you say multiverse of madness, I expect to see like so many different versions of either the main characters or so many different universes, explored universes. Realistically, they only explored 3 alternate universes. And one was the place between universes. Yeah, you had the quick montage through, but you know what I mean? They didn't explore any of that. There was no movement around. It was just like, here's 3 seconds, see what it is? Okay, take it away. And I get it. That was what was the point of in the movie. It was that her whatever she was, her power was not something she could control, so she was just but, you know, it was still fun though. I can say that. It was still good. I still enjoyed fucking seeing some of the most gruesome kills I've seen in any of these Marvel movies. Like, I mean, this is Disney we're talking about, but they seem to get it that with comic book movies, sometimes you have to let a little bit of and what better way to show how much of a badass, just a taste of how much of a badass Wanda Maximoff can be, than to let her kill some alternate universe heroes.
And a lot of them.
And I mean like quickly, with a thought. Like that, my favorite one was the What Mouth. That was, like that one, Professor X's one was good too. The halving, it was fucking awesome. But because she started with the What Mouth, I think is what it was. And she even taunted fucking Krasinski too. Oh, you got kids, do you? Do they have a mom? Like, he walked into that one. He walked right into that one. Yes, they do. Well, they'll have someone to raise them. Which, you know what that means? That at least in one universe, Franklin Richards exists. I think that's his name.
Yeah, and if they open that door, that's like the...
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
intensity. That's something you don't pull out until Galactus comes around or something.
Yeah, fuck that. You still don't pull that out.
No, you can pull it out. He's got a connection to Galactus.
Oh, yeah.
But all in all, I don't know what score I'd get. I know we were giving out scores earlier for other movies, but I don't know quite what score to give this one, just because I have to rewatch it, I think. Just to get every little tidbit, you know what I mean? But
current moment in time, 8.5.
I can go with that too. Wasn't perfect, but it still was fun. It didn't quite live up to the hype, but it did still deliver a lot of story in a pretty short amount of time. And it was fun to watch. You know, it was, like I said, it was a fun theater experience, and it was fun. You know, there was a bit of humor, there was a bit of horror, more than I expected. There was actual deaths and like real serious kills. And there were consequences. That third eye isn't going away.
Fuck no, and he's probably going to pop up in Love and Thunder.
Possibly. Which I do want to see that too.
With a third fucking eye.
So yeah. And if you watch Marvel movies, then yeah, I would say that's a good one. That's one worth watching.
It's definitely not the worst Marvel movie.
No. it's yeah. There's a pretty low bar for that, but it hasn't gone that low. It was definitely not. It was, I won't say it was top tier, but it was awesome. For what it was awesome. It was fun. And the implications will extend to many other movies and TV shows, I'm sure.
It opens the ballpark for everything.
Yeah. Like, Loki kicked the door open, but this movie like solidified that things are going down.
Shit's gonna get real crazy, and then we're probably gonna see the end. Honestly, I predict we'll see the ending of Marvel after all this one. Not entirely, just for movie wise for a while.
Well, they tried to take a break, but they couldn't stop the machine even after Endgame. The pandemic was the only reason why they didn't have more movies any movies come out in 2020. If not for that, they would have kept the machine going then. Doctor Strange might have come out a little earlier. Spider-Man, they were all working. My God. But yeah, we have hit the hour, and we did pretty much get out everything we wanted to get out. We haven't done a late review like that in a while. That was fun. I've said fun so many times, but sometimes there's no other word to describe it. You know, I always have fun when we podcast because we make each other laugh. And that's the point sometimes.
Really is.
And if you laugh with us, thank you. Hit us up at JNT Podcast on socials. And maybe try to follow our Twitch if that's possible, because we're eventually going to put that to use. Eventually.